Welcome to the channel, Handy Andy, fixing and equipment reviews. Little bit about me. I'm a stay-at-home dad, trained as a Lutheran pastor, but my wife and I, we just moved. We have two little girls, and we find that life is just a little less chaotic and more fulfilling, I guess, when one of us is at home. So we're trying that out. And we moved to this new property, this 3-acre property, about 2 months ago. And so I've been needing to get a lot of new equipment. And I like to read equipment reviews or watch reviews of tools and things because I find them helpful for me when I'm going to purchase something. And so I'm going to do some of these videos too as I get some new equipment. So hopefully they're helpful to you. So I'm not an expert. I've grew up on a farm. I've used a fair amount of equipment, but I'm not an expert. So feel free to leave comments or say, hey, that's not right. Happy to have the feedback or any questions answered. So, but today I'm going to review my new weed trimmer, weed whacker, a Stihl FS91R. Here it is. And so now let me say that this is something that when I purchased this, I didn't do a lot of research. Well, like I said, we just moved to this property a couple months ago, and found myself, I had a FS45 Stihl, a curve shaft trimmer that ran real good, and it worked in our, kind of lived in a suburban development before, and that worked really good. But what I found here is that it just didn't have enough power. We have to trim in the woods here a little bit. There's a lot of things to trim around, and in addition to that, we have about 460 feet of lakeshore, which we're blessed with, where we get to be stewards of. And so and that needs a fair amount of work, so, and upkeep. So you'll see me, I'm going to demonstrate using this thing in all those places. But a little bit about the trimmer. It's about, I think it's 1.27 horsepower or something. It's pretty powerful, about 28 cc's. But the cool thing about this motor is it's a 4-mix motor, and so it kind of what I understand is it shares a lot of the positive stuff of a 4-stroke and a 2-stroke. It kind of combines the positive attributes. So you still have to use mixed gas, 50-to-1, they recommend. But it runs like a 4-stroke, so it has low-end torque. You can trim at a slower speed than I've been able to trim with other 2-cycle string trimmers before. I think it's a little quieter. It has a really neat exhaust note. It kind of sounds like a little tractor almost. And so you still have you use the mixed oil because it lubricates the piston still and the internals of the engine with that oil mixed with the gas. So the benefit of that is you're not carrying around the weight of oil in the crankcase. So I didn't do a lot of research, like I said, on this, but I'm pretty happy with my purchase. I've used it a couple times, and I'll demonstrate it today. But I think if you're in the market for one of these, I think you'd like it. I'm sure there's other great ones out there, probably better. I paid at my local Fleet Farm, not Fleet Farm, Runnings Fleet and Farm is a chain we have around here. So I paid sticker price $339.99 for this. It wasn't on sale or anything, but like I said, I needed one, and probably get it cheaper different places, but that's what I paid. The couple features before, and I'll demonstrate it, but a couple features I really like about it. One in particular is the push to stop button. So you don't have to do anything when you start it. When you have this push to stop button, you just hold it down to stop it, and then it's ready to start again. So that's, strangely, it's probably my favorite feature. I just think it's really nice, but otherwise it just idles really low. It's pretty quiet. A lot of low-end power, low-end torque. You don't have to wind it out all the time. And so I'm gonna get some shots of me trimming around the property here, and I'll put together a little montage for you, and I hope you enjoy it. So I'm going to demonstrate a cold start here for you on this FS91R Stihl. It's not cold today by any means. It's about, I don't know, it's upper 80s, nice breeze, pretty muggy. Beautiful day here in southern Minnesota in mid-August. So again, you don't have to worry about pressing the on button. You just make, you know, after you stop it, that bounces back. So you don't have to press anything there. So we'll turn it to, look out, lady. Turn it to, you push in and turn the choke to on, and you prime it. And what they told me when I bought it is you can't prime this too much. So you just make sure the gas is pumped up in there and in the carburetor. Okay, lady, you better move now. You're gonna get scared. And then we'll just give it a couple pulls here and we'll see. And there we go. Now we're gonna move it to let's see, half choke. And we'll let it idle a little bit. And there it is. You see it idles really nice and slow. Well, there it stopped. So maybe a little bit more on the half throttle. And we'll let it warm up and get it strapped on. So as you can see, it just idles really nice and slow, and it's got good pickup. So it does need obviously needs a minute to warm up. So enjoy the trimming. go. I hope you got to see some things that you could trim at home with this if you're thinking about one. It must have worked because I'm pretty dirty and sweaty. But you know, the Stihl, actually, there's another thing I want to talk about a little bit. The Stihl does a really good job, much better than the FS45, the smaller curved shaft trimmer I had. I don't find myself getting much debris on me, even when trimming, you know, sideways and in the deep brush. So I love this thing. It starts great. It's quiet. It yeah. Again, I'm sure I'll find things I don't like. So what's your favorite trimmer? Comment down below, or let me know if you have if I'm doing something wrong. Just tell me. All right, now how do I turn this thing off?